And welcome to the NASCAR Xfinity Series Moneyline 300 from Talladega on the second race of the playoffs here in the Xfinity Series. We started from 35th at the rear, number 88 Helmet Chevrolet in lap 1. We already moved our way up to 33rd place, going by Jeremy Clements and Matt Mills. Down the backstretch, we get by Quinn Houff, Ryan Vargas to get into 31st place. Then we go 4 wide in the bottom, going by Josh Williams, Jeffrey Earnhardt, make ourselves up into 29th, as we would also pass Joe Graf Jr. in the 07. And there, that lap, we would charge forwards into top 25, going by Alex LeBay, Josh Williams, and Riley Herbst, 4 wide. And then come to the front stretch, we move up to 21st, going by Grant Finger, Timmy Hill. And move our way up into 18th, 3, 4, 5 wide all over the place, as we now get underneath Anthony Alfredo and Ben Rhodes in the 9. And into turn 1, we clear them and move up into 16th place, following the 20 of Corey Heim. Lap 2, down the back stretch, we go to the outside. Corey Heim makes contact with us. Oh, he's loose, he's sideways around goes Corey Heim, he loses it. And a hard hit behind us. He is going to take out Matt Mills, and the caution will come out, ending stage 1. And declaring Austin Hill your stage 1 winner here at Talladega. And then lap 5. Early here in stage 2, we are now in 15th place on the restart and make our way up to 14th, going by the 18 of Trevor Bayne, then 13th by Landon Castle, up into 11th, passing Myatt Snyder and Brett Moffitt. My correction, Sheldon Creed, not Brett Moffitt right there, so we pass Snyder and Creed. Then we move up into 9th now. We go by Marco Andretti and Sam Mayer. Then lap 6 here. In the corner, we're going to make a pass for 7th as we go, into Tony Brady or Justin Haley, a little bit too much contact, sideways around goes the 11, Haley will spin back into the pack and around. And in front of everybody, we stay green for the time being, and he washes up the track, into the wall, and there he goes. The 11, your Las Vegas winner, the big start of the season in disastrous, but no yellow, and now left 6th without the corner, make a pass for 4th, going by Jesse Iwuji and Justin Allgaier. And Austin Hill with sweep the stage here, Talladega, holding on Brandon Brown, Ryan Truex, myself, and Jesse Iwuji will collide afterwards. On lap 9, early in stage 2, we restart back in 4th place and make a pass for 3rd, going past one of the contenders. On lap 10, down the backstretch, we make a pass for 2nd, as we go by the 26 of Ryan Truex with help from Iwuji on the top. On lap 10, we're going to drop back to 3rd. There's Tony Brady underneath us. We cannot block that, and now we're in the sucker hole going backwards. On lap 11, we fall in behind Tony Brady and move up to 2nd, going by the 21 of Austin Hill. And there's that lap. We're going to go for the lead on Tony Brady and make a little bit too much contact. Around goes Brady, back into the pack, into the 26 of Truex. Hill involved, the Iwuji, the big one at Talladega, host of all the cars in the back, and the caution comes out, and we are your leader. Iwuji is second alone. The lap 15, we try to block the 26 of Ryan Truex, but we cannot. Now the 26 to the lead, and we got cut right in between him and Iwuji, cutting extremely close. The lap 16, we go back to the bottom of Ryan Truex, getting him loose, moving him out of the way, and taking Iwuji with us. Now we're 1-2. The lap 17, we drop back to 2nd as Iwuji now, going to take the lead as a tire down on the Tony Brady machine, I believe. The lap 17, 11 Justin Haley, running in 19th as Brady comes down to pit. There's always trouble in front of him. There's an accident, and it's a big one. Granted finger on Alex LeBay, Landon Castle, another huge crash here at Talladega. Let's try to get another look at this here. And in front of him, we are trying to hold on to the inside lane. We get into the 10 of Landon Castle. He goes spinning, and they all converge on the pack, and multiple contenders involved. And a big accident here late in the race at Talladega. Lap 21 on the restart. We go 3 wide for the lead, going by Marco Andretti and Jesse Iwuji. And now we are your leader here at Talladega. Lap 22. Iwuji goes to the lead. This is the last lap of the race. All hell is breaking loose. Contact around goes to 19 Timmy Hill. No, he sits down at the bottom of the racetrack. We come off the track. Whoa, okay. That does not show the finish in its entirety. We will show the full replay. Exit corner, we door Iwuji to try to keep him side by side, gets sent down to the 19 destroyed. Now myself and Iwuji side by side the line, we get up into him, into Iwuji, and around he goes. Iwuji spins in front of the pack, and to the line we're gonna block Tommy Joe Martins and win. I messed up the camera angle as you can see. Oh, Wuji goes around, and we're just absolutely dooring Tommy Joe the line. Let's get this angle on it. We send a Wuji, he's losing position, very classification, and then we just get into Tommy Joe Mars at the line and secure the victory as he goes crashing, collects Trevor Bayne. And we have a big accident to end this race. As you can see, just won by about a car length. Just absolute chaos here in the last lap. Helicopter, you go to the top to block Wuji. Come down, there goes Timmy Hill, he's gone. Wuji sideways by getting away from Johnny. We have no help, so we go up to the top, we get into him, we spin him, we go to the bottom, and the Tommy Joe, then there's contact. And we're all, how is Justin Haley finished in third after all that? Holy smokes. Let's get another look at this finish. This main view into Wuji, there goes Timmy Hill at the bottom, you can see we're right next to Wuji. We're trying to get him here, good to see. Oh, there you go, there we get hit down on the 44 right there. And all drag race to line. This view from this chase view here, we're just the Wuji and Brand, Timmy Hill goes spinning. Just another look here at the finish. We get into a Wuji right there. He spins, and then this is how we block Tommy Joe. And we finish the job on him here to the line. We'll get one last look at it from the behind view, and then we will go to the race results. Here at the final corner, we're blocking Alfredo. We try to block a Wuji, but we cannot, so we have to block Alfredo. He nearly wrecked, so we get into the 54, sent it back in the 19. Timmy Hill's days ruined. He was hard in the wall. Then we have to destroy Wuji to win, which we do. We get into him, then we get into Tommy Joe holding down the line, and we will win the money line 300 at Talladega as they all crash collectively behind us, including Trevor Bayne. And now we view the race results after that wild race at Talladega. Myself, your winner. Tommy Joe Martins, your runner-up. Justin Haley, third. Trevor Bayne, fourth. Alex LeBay, fifth. Jesse Wuji, after spinning on the last lap, still finishes in sixth. Then Anthony Alfredo, seventh. Marco Andretti, eighth. Grant Enfinger, ninth. And Ryan Truex rounds out your top 10 here at Talladega. The next playoff driver would be Justin Allgaier, finishing in 14th place. And then Sam Mayer, finishing in 18th. And then Brandon Brown finishes in 22nd after a strong first two stages of the race. And Corey Heim, 24th. Ben Rhodes, 26th. Not a good day for some of our main contenders, especially Carson Hocevar, 31st. Sheldon Creed, 32nd. And Tony Bradinger, DNS, finishing dead last, 6 laps down. Now we see the playoffs grid after this race. Myself, we are through with our victories, of course. Justin Haley, 37 points above the cut line. Brandon Brown, 35 points above the cut line. Jesse Wuji, 27 points above the cut line. Trevor Bayne, 24 points above the cut line. Sheldon Creed, 15 points above the cut line. Justin Allgaier and Corey Heim, both 11 points above the cut line. And Ben Rhodes, 11 points out. Hocevar, 19 points out. And then we're very in doubt that Sam Mayer and Tony Bradinger will advance, as Sam Mayer is 25 points out and Tony Bradinger is 28 points below the cut line. Now we will head to victory lane to celebrate with the team after a controversial, wild finish and victory here at Talladega. And the fastest lap of the race will go to Jeffrey Earnhardt with 49.216. Austin Hill had the most laps, saying 9 laps here at Talladega. Then on the move is myself from 35th to 1st, plus 34 spots here at Talladega. And the tough break is going to go to Tony Bradinger, of course, who started on pole and finished in last, minus 35 positions. Now after the sprint out, we have the NASCAR Cup Series racing from the Indy Road Course in the second race of the round of 12, and I will see you in that one. Else have beginning from Talladega after we have won the money line 300 in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. After a dominant performance, really, but then coming to the line in overtime, we somehow make a miraculous blocks on Jesse Wuji, Tommy Joe Mars, the rest of the field, even though it caused the absolute huge one here to end this race. But that's what these Talladega races, finish usually come down to. You gotta do what you gotta do to win, and we caused absolute mayhem. And that could have tremendous playoff implications as we burn it down in celebration. After this burnout, we will have the NASCAR Cup Series racing in the Pennzoil 150 from the Indy Road Course for the second race of the round of 12 before the cutoff race, which will be at Talladega. Switching up the schedule just a tiny little bit for the Cup Series, so that's how it will be. Indy Road Course, the second race, and then Talladega will be the cutoff race. That will just be tremendous, exciting, incredible finishes, just all the good stuff you would typically expect from Talladega, like we saw in this race. I mean, not gonna lie, it was a dirty move by myself to finish. That was true. That was a dirty move to win, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do, and I didn't want to lose. I wanted to win, so I did what I had to do. Until the NASCAR Cup Series heads to the Indy Road Course for the second race of the round of 12. I will see you in that one.
Al Unser Sr. roars to the checkered flag.
It's all over. AJ has done it. The checkered flag for Rick Mears. He's won the Indianapolis 500.
Winner with the inaugural Brickyard 400. Dale Earnhardt has won the second Brickyard 400.
A native Hoosier, his dream comes true. A fourth win in the Brickyard 400 to Jimmy Johnson.
Kevin Harvick is going to see the checkered flag. He wins again at the Brickyard.
Welcome to the full-time club, Elio Castroneves! Countdown to Green, presented by Sonic. The famed Indianapolis Motor Speedway. So exciting to be here. Steve Letarte alongside Kyle Petty and Dale Jarrett. DJ, I got to start with you. You won here twice. You started the tradition of kissing the bricks. Regardless of the reason, every time we walk onto these hallowed grounds, it is special.
It's NASCAR Cup Series Verizon 200 at the Brickyard. And yes, that was the Yard of Bricks. They will be racing over today, even on this road course here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. We'll be following so many different storylines. Kelly Stavis, what will you have your eyes on early? Pretty special. Two of the best to ever race at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Elio Castroneves, Kyle Busch. Getting us ready for today's race. It's time now for today's starting grid, brought to you by Verizon. And it's William Byron and Chase Briscoe that will make up the front row for today's road course race. William Byron, a 23-year-old, Chase Briscoe, a 26-year-old. So youth up front. And then, of course, Hendrick Motorsports continuing their dominance there in row 2 with Chase Elliott and Kyle Larson.
Yeah, yesterday's winner in the Xfinity Series race, Austin Cindric, will line up in row 7 next to Denny Hamlin. Behind them, Matt DiBenedetto, Ryan Blaney, Bell, Almirola, Buescher, and Busch.
NASCAR on NBC.
And welcome to the NASCAR Cup Series Pennzoil 150 from the NASCAR Cup Series here at the Indianapolis Road Course. The second race of the round of 12. We start this race in 15th, our number 6 Color Generators Ford Mustang. Into turn 1, we get an aggressive send and move all the way up into 7th plus 6 positions. Now 5th, 8 spots gained in just the first corner. We punt Kevin Harvick off the track. There he goes as we carry on now into 4th. As he's wrecking big time behind us. The Intimidator's in the sand trap. We punt Chase Elliott off for 2nd as he holds him and Jeff Gordon off. They both save, and now we gotta go chase down Ross Chastain. Lap 1, we go sideways and maintain speed, and now into the corner we in lap 1, just like that, we're going to take the lead from Ross Chastain, getting 14 spots in a matter of a few corners. In lap 2, we had a stupid course penalty, and now drop back to 3rd behind Ross Chastain and Jeff Gordon. Then lap 2 here, we're trying to catch Jeff Gordon desperately for that 2nd spot here at the end of the stage, so we just absolutely barrel it off in the final corner, get into him, door check him, move Jeff out of the way, and now we're just trying to get as hard as we can to Ross Chastain into the line. We're about a car length short of winning the stage as Ross Chastain wins stage 1 at the Indy Road Course. And then lap 6 on the restart in stage 2, we pit and no one else pitted. We drop all the way back to 35th, but a good amount of vehicles pitted from like 25th on down. So now we're in the restart, move all the way up to 11th, but then get another course penalty for barely going below the corner, stack up the entire outside lane, and drop back to 16th. So there's our lap, we move up into 12th place. And right there we get to the back of Hemrick and Keselowski. Now we're into 11th, passing our car owner, Brad. Now we're trying to get the top 10 going by Hemrick. We do. We just send him up the track. He saves it. Into that corner, we just wreck Ryan Priest around. Goes Priest. We get into him. We get door checked by the 16 and the 2. We make an aggressive dive into this corner and get into Dale Jr. Door him out of the way. And just like that, we are now into 7th here at the Indy Road Course. Jr. would save it behind us. He'd race his father. Then lap 7. We are now into 6th. Make a pass for 5th. Going by the 44. Kyle Petty into turn 1. Make some contact with him. Rough him up. Lap 7. We go by the 9 of Elliott for 4th place here, as we try to chase down Daniel Suarez, Jeff Gordon, and Ross Chastain. On lap 7, we pass for 3rd, going back 41 Daniel Suarez. In this corner, we get an aggressive dive bomb on the 24 and the 1. We give Chastain the bumper sideways, we brake, he saves it. Now it's 3 wide for the lead. Here was Jeff Gordon gets into us, we run Chastain off, and we prevail to take the lead through the corner. In the lap 8, we pull away to win stage 2 after cars are starting coming down pit road here at the Indy Road Course. When we restart the final stage, lap 11, we restart in 9th place after pitting with everybody. Then on the restart, we jump underneath Jeff Gordon, Dale Sr. Just body our way up a few positions, nearly wrecked. Save it, Sr. getting loose, stacking up cars. Everyone's getting into each other. Okay, Joey Logano just comes on the racetrack, just destroys Chase Elliott. Just no regard for his life. I mean, that's an absolute violation. Lap 11, we are in 3rd, and we are chasing down Ross Chastain. And we pass him for 2nd, doing a very questionable move there through the corners. And then we're going to take the lead from 41 Dale Suarez by getting him loose and going underneath him and taking the lead back here at Indy. Lap 12. Running in 8th, we chase back down Joey Logano. We give him the bumper. He's gone. He's around. We move into 7th. We go by the Intimidator. Into 6th. We give Kyle Petty the bumper. We're into 5th as he gets into us. He spins. We're into 5th as the battle continues. Then lap 12. We knock Brett Jr. off the track. Then get into Gordon. Use the bumper. Move him off the track. He saves it. And here's through the corner. We are going wide. We're going to get loose so much. Let's get a full replay here. And we're going to have to get a very long replay here, as we have to go back pretty damn far to get to where we left off with ourselves against Jeff Gordon, because a very major event happened I don't want you guys to miss. Actually, 2 major events. Here we are, we're about to show the first of the 2 major events. Yes, you can already tell what it is. So, this is the next corner. After we get into the side of Jeff Gordon, move him off the racetrack, take 3rd back from, or 4th from him, or 3rd. And we go in the corner, we get aggressive, send full throttle, and we get a little bit loose and spin ourselves down into the pit lane. That was the worst possible thing we could have done, and now we lose all our track position here at the Indy Road Course. And we also gained a 15-second speeding penalty because we didn't intend to go on pit road, so we came in hot. And so now we're going to come into our pit stall, get 4 tires, remember this, 2 cans of fuel, and no repairs. And we come out onto the racetrack here, and a caution comes out as soon as we exit pit road, which is actually massively beneficial to us. Myself and Cole Custer are already pitted, so we stay out while everyone else pits, and just like that, instead of a terrible mistake in us being 37th, we're now the leader on the restart. How about that? And so we have NASCAR overtime, well, not overtime, but 2 to go in regulation here at the Indy Road Course, and we get a very good restart, blasting away from Cole Custer. And then through the corner, we make an aggressive dive bomb to try to maintain the lead, which we do. Custer gets alongside, but we maintain the lead here at the Indy Road Course, as we try our best to pull away and secure a victory if we can, which would be just an incredible just perseverance and comeback story here. Just wild finishes we have seen in this race weekend. And we saw the Talladega Xfinity Series finish, where myself, Awuji, and all that chaos come line. Now we have this finish, where we just went down pit road and benefited from everyone else pitting. Now we're in the lead. Now I go a little bit wide here in these portions of the racetrack, a tough spot of the racetrack to get your braking down right. Now into this corner, such a deadly corner. If you get the braking wrong, you can pay the price, and we do by going head on into the barrier. Oh, what have we done? We back out, somehow maintain the race lead, even with all this damage. We aren't terribly slowed down by it. We did lose our big lead, but that is just shocking that occurred, as now we come through These final 3 corners before we take the white flag. Very strong corners in front of everybody, doing very well. Pulling away from Custer and Chastain. And this time we don't make the same mistake of spinning ourselves down pit road. And we come through to take the white flag. Final lap presented by Kurt Bank here at the Indy Road Course. Race is now official. Caution will come out. The race will be over. And from here, we would just pull away from the pack pretty easily. All the way. And even this corner, we would survive it. And we would train forward. And now the last 2 corners. Now last corner here at the Indy Road Course. Can we hold on to maintain the lead and get an incredible comeback victory here at Indianapolis? And we will, to the final corner, into the fence. We will win here at the Indy Road Course with our engine blowing up on us. And we're your winner. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And now we head to victory lane to celebrate with the crew. And the fastest lap of the race will go to myself, the 1:29.260 here at the Indy Road Course. And we also led the most laps, doing 8 laps here at Indianapolis. And then on the move is going to be Noah Gragson from 36th to 19th plus 17 spots, which is very crucial for his playoff hopes if he wants him to stay alive at Talladega. Tough break, and go to Chase Elliott, who started 2nd, finished 35th, minus 33 spots for the so-called road course king. I don't think so. Now I view the race results. Myself, your winner. Cole Custer, your runner-up. Ross Chastain, 3rd. Jeff Gordon, 2nd playoff driver, and 4th. And the next one is Dale Earnhardt Jr. in 5th. Denny Hamlin in 6th. Then Brad Keselowski finishes 7th. Daniel Suarez 8th. Carl Edwards 9th. And Daniel Hemrick rounds out your top 10. And then the playoff drivers that finish inside the top 20. You are going to have Ryan Blaney in 13th. Kyle Larson in 14th. And then the King in 16th. Harrison Burton in 17th. And Noah Gragson in 19th. Then outside the top 20, who are going to need some help probably heading to Talladega, Tony Stewart finishes 21st. Kevin Harvick finishes 25th, but with his points buffer, I think he'll be okay. And then outside the top 30, did any playoff driver be so struggle enough? And indeed, that would be the 21 of David Pearson, finishes dead last. 40th, 16 laps down, DNFs from the race. And his playoffs could be over unless he pulls a miracle comeback at Talladega in the cutoff race. And now after this burnout, we will show the standings at the end of the episode. And until the next time, when we'll have Xfinity Racing cutoff for the round of 12 of the Charlotte Roval, the NASCAR Cup Series cutoff of the round of 12 at Talladega. Have a good one. We're going to hear from Indianapolis after we won the Pennzoil 150 at the Indianapolis Road Course in the NASCAR Cup Series, 2nd race of the round of 12 in just chaotic fashion. I can't believe what happened. Like, it's six to go in the race. We get loose and spin trying to push it too hard to gain positions late in the race, and we spin ourselves down pit road, where we come down pit road, take 4 tires, 2 cans of fuel, and sort of 15-second speeding penalty. Then when we come out of the pits in 37th, on the lead lap by the way, a caution comes out. Everybody pits except for myself and Cole Custer, who restart 1-2, and we absolutely pull away on the restart. And then on that first lap of the restart, we overdrive one of the corners and go head on into a barrier, have just nearly terminal damage, smoke coming from our engine now as it did at the end of the race. And we hold on in overtime to win the Indy Road Course somehow in miraculous fashion as we burn down Celebration, and the engine is done, but we are just milking it. So yeah, it's absolute limit. And in the next episode, we will have racing at Charlotte Roval in the Xfinity Series and Talladega here in the Cup Series. And until then, I hope you all have a good one.